Hello everyone. This video will mostly be a showcase of a new tool that I've been building called the FFBE translation tool. Now, although it's named that, I built it in a way so that it's not specific for FFBE. It can be used for any game that has CPK files in it. So any game primarily made by the Cryoware engine. So this is the project overview screen. You can create a bunch of different projects here. You just click on the little plus icon right here, and it would prompt you to pick a couple of folders that you want to open and then pick your project name. Now, the first folder here is the location of FFBE, which is found, well, by default, it's found in app data roaming and app game data, bunch of numbers, and public. And then I'm saving all of my extracted CPKs in this folder. So, oops, there we go. So these are all the CPK files over here, and it also has other files like ACB, uh, and I files and USM, and as well as the DAT files. We won't be using these right now because it's a little bit more complicated. I will be working on this soon, but overall, we'll be mainly targeting these files right here. So let me go ahead and open up my project. Now I've already went ahead and did this. There's a button right here that says extract all CPKs. It will basically start extracting each one of these files one by one into my folder that is right here. Uh, I went ahead and did this before starting recording because there are about 4,800 CPK files and I did not want to wait about 10 minutes. Yeah, it did take a while. Uh, or you could extract them individually. So for example, if you just wanted to extract this file, you just click on it, a tiny command prompt window will pop up. Uh, because I'm using yet another CPK tool, and this program basically opens up a command prompt, write the command in to extract the file, and then you'll get it right here. Uh, so this is the browser section. You could Oh, I've never noticed that this one screenshot has, uh, the iPhone 6 era, 6, 7, 8 era bar right there. But anyway, you can view different images, and if there are any MP3 or MP4 videos or audio files in here, you can also view them inside of the app. And it's pretty snappy. You can just browse through a bunch of them, and you can even open up, well, you can't really open up the bin files, but you can open up the txt files. This one doesn't have anything. This one has something. You can even select stuff, copy, paste, whatever. So over here, I'm just going to showcase how you can translate a bit of, well, anything really. And I tried to make this app as intuitive and easy as possible to use because when I used to do this before, I had like 5 different folders open, 2 different text editors, Google Translate. It was a hot mess, and you can easily get burned out by doing it manually. So I've already translated, it was this one, these two, but I haven't gone and done this one. So we'll just do the first part right here, uh, kind of as a demonstration. And the best part of out of this is that you do not need to restart your game. Uh, so this is the cutscene right here. Spoilers, we get the Knights of Grandchild again. Uh, Yep. So this is like basically the Japanese story. Nothing really interesting happens here, but they just fight and stuff. So how do we find this? I mean, we have 4,800 CPK files over here. It's gonna take a while for us to find it. Well, I have something called Power Toys on Windows, and I can just hit Windows key Shift and T, and over here I could pick the language. So the language here would be Japanese, and I just highlight the text. I hope this would show up on OBS, but now that I have the text highlighted, I can just tap on search, hit paste, and search. Now, this may not always find the text because sometimes the text might be uh, missing something, so it just writes it a little bit uh, wrong in a way. Uh, but yeah, just give it a second, and it will search through all 4,800 files, hoping to find this text that I just selected. And it's sure it's taking its sweet time. There it is. So we found it. It's right here. So it's file 429.406.301, and we should be getting, I think this is like the third one. Oh, I forgot. These are not in order. So another thing that I had to do was actually order all of these. You can see that this number, I'll just go here. The numbers in the beginning that I have highlighted partly, they're not in order. So I have to order them and then start translating, which was also a pain in the butt. I think this is number 4. Yep, it's right here. So this is the line. I'm not sure who this is, but here's the fun part. Now we're getting into the good things. So if you go over here up top, you'll see that there's a toggle, regular and FFBE editor, right there. Sorry, my keyboard shortcuts are not working. So if I toggle that, then I get all of the text for this event that are ordered. It shows who the speaker is and what the text is. So over here, I'm not sure who that is. I might need to hit that in Google Translate. But for example, this text right here is by Knights of Grandchild. So I could go ahead and replace it once. And then I can click this button. So we're translating into English. There's a couple of options here. Even if I look like this, I can't win. So I think here he's saying mostly like even with this new power, I don't think I can win. So let's go ahead and type that in. And we can just go ahead and erase that. So we've edited something. Let's hit save. Let's go back out and back up. That's the wrong one. Oh, here, I will work on this, but if you click on the file that you're editing, it should take you to the Explorer page. So I will need to get that fixed. I think this was the one. Yep, right there. So the program also orders it. So now everything here is in order. And if we open the other file, which is the event teller, it did not save it there for some reason. So let's go ahead over here. And hit save. Then go back out. And let's open this again. I mean this one. There we go. Not sure why that didn't work. And that was my phone. Apologies for that. So it changes this to Knights of Grandchild. And if we go back here to the FFBE editor, I've only changed it in one place, but you will see that it changed everywhere where the Knights of Grandchild speak. So this is already saved. You can click on this, rebuild CPK. Compression mode doesn't really matter. I haven't implemented this. And you can choose whether you want to overwrite the original CPK or not. So let's go a little bit further. I think it was the first time the Knights of Grandchild spoke. That's the one that I edited. Yep, it was after everyone uses their abilities. Oh, that is Shiva. Okay, so I'll keep that in mind for next time. But anyway, let's exit out of here. Override the original, rebuild. and you see the little command prompt window popped up, and you get a little toast message here that says it was successfully rebuilt. And now let's go ahead and come to think of it, I should have changed something up in the beginning. But all right, here we go. Will this work or will this crash? Of course, it's gonna work. I made sure to test it before I started recording, uh, but just to keep some suspense going, because I forgot that we had a speed up option. Here we go. Even with this new power, I don't think I can win. Now, if you've noticed, over here, I typed everything in a single line. Where is it here? Yeah, I typed everything in a single line. And the program went ahead and put it on two different lines because I think if the word think was here, the K would be right here. So it counts the characters and it makes sure that the text is wrapped properly. And silly me, uh, I forgot to add a period right there. So now here's the fun part. You can translate to any language you want. If you want Espanol, Francais, Russian, Arabic, doesn't matter. So let's try French. Hit translate. Même avec cette nouvelle puissance, je ne l'ai pas, je ne le fais pas pense que je peux gagner. Okay, this translation is a little bit wacky, but for the sake of demonstration, let's go ahead and save it. Uh, Let me just skip this. Let me double check and rebuild the CPK, overwrite file, rebuild, boop, done. And now it should be over here. And I should have just translated the first bit of dialogue, but I'll do that next. So over here, blah, blah, blah. And again, this is using Google Translate. There we go. Uh, it's right there in French. The E is a little bit out of whack because of the font pack that I'm using. I did change the font right here. Um, Another contributor, Foxon, really helped me out with this, and he did the best that he could. And for English, it looks perfect. Just for certain languages, like the E with the accents, those were not in the font pack, so these might be a little bit weird. If they are, you could just use the default font, but for English, this is the global font. So he did a very good job with basically migrating the font from global to JP. And yeah, this is basically it. You can also open the folder right here. If you want to do some like copy the assets or whatever, or modify them even, you can do that. Actually, let's try something really funny. Let's make Ifrit is a little bit bright over here. So that we can actually edit this and change the hue and saturation, or even like make him upside down. I think that's it. So let's make him like that. Save. And now if you reload this, did it save in the right location? Yes, it did. I think I just need to reload this. But we can rebuild the CPK, but first let me change the language to German, translate, save, go back, rebuild CPK. Let's exit out of here, replace the original, and just like that. It is so quick. Like normally, there it is. And again, some letters with accents don't really work. And that is Ifrit over here, looking all grayish. So you can even edit some of the sprite work here to make it look like really nice and funky. Uh, Now, what if you messed up, right? What if, okay, I've edited Ifrit and I don't want this anymore. I want to go back to the original. Well, if you open up the public folder and sort by date modified, you would get this. You can just delete it. And then over here, if you go back to the game, it'll re-download it for you. So in reality, as long as you know what uh, CPK files you're editing, you see Ifrit is back in his glorious red and orange, and the text is in Japanese again. But as long as you know what files you're editing, you could easily, and you've messed up and you want to go back, you could delete that file and, basically hit the reset button. And where is it over? It's over here. So what am I doing? I have an open folder button right here, and all the work that you've done would remain right here. So you don't have to worry about losing your progress. However, if you click on this, re-extract, it will override all of the work that you've done. So if I hit re-extract, everything got extracted again. Now all the text is back in Japanese. The first thing that we've edited is not there anymore. And if we were to open this, Ifrit is back to being his glorious old colors. So there is an undo button, but it does require you manually deleting. Uh, it does require you manually deleting the file in your projects directory, well, not just in the projects direct. My bad. It requires you deleting the CPK file in the games directory so that it could re-download it, and that would let you re-extract it and get all of the data back. Now, I haven't tested this. We're now going into uncharted territory, but I know English, Spanish, French, German work. I don't know about these. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna pick like Russian first and translate this. I'm then gonna pick Korean and translate that. Uh, oh, okay. And I'm gonna pick Arabic, translate this. Okay, it was just one line. I was expecting two. And finally, I'm gonna pick Chinese simplified and translate the last one. So let me save that. Exit out of here. You could rebuild the CPK while you're in the event because it loads the file into memory, so it won't break anything. But I don't want to open up FFBE again, so I did it that way. So let's see which languages might break this translation tool. Okay, so Russian works fine. Oh, okay, so you might notice here that the text in Russian takes up more space than the English text. So if that happens, you have this little ruler icon right here, and it says set line character limit. For English, it's 36. So every 36 characters, it'll like it does wrapping, and the line width limit is 36. So if you wrote a sentence with, let's say, 38 characters, and the last word just happened to have, I don't know, 12 characters, it won't take that last word. It would put it on a new line. And the first, I said 38, so 26 characters would be on the first line. So you can go ahead and edit this. It does take a lot of trial and error to see what the line limit is. So I'll go ahead and like put a bunch of A's here. But so far Russian works. Korean does not work. So because the Korean text is not in the font file, it won't appear here. Uh, if that's the case, I also expect the same thing to happen with Arabic. Yep, this is the speaker, the third one. Oh, there's the exclamation point. I was wondering where did this exclamation point came here. Um, what does this say? حسنا هذا جيد. And okay, so Chinese characters also does not fully work because this character is not there. Oh, this one is not there, and there's a bunch here that are missing. So the game does not glitch out. Good. Um, Korean, Arabic, and Chinese speakers, I'm sorry, but uh, so far we can only support these languages right here, the first couple, minus the last three. So I'll go ahead and remove these from the tool. But yeah, overall, this feels good. It feels really good. Hopefully this would speed up the translation process. Usually, like just translating one event could take me up to like 4 to 5 hours, but now I could just click on translate. And the beauty of this is that these files are in order. So this is the first file in Revenge of the Lost Nation. My God, it's been so long. Yeah, this is the first file in Revenge of the Lost Nation. This is the second one. This is the third one. And that's it. There's only three events right here. So it's one, two, three. And this is the PNG that says FFBE, Revenge of the Lost Nation right there. The end for now. It continues in the Ultimate Summon, which is right here. Uh, oh, and one more thing. Uh, to use this tool effectively and download all the CPKs, the Japanese version does have a download all button, which is this one. So there's like 16 more megabytes of things that I haven't downloaded. So you just go ahead and click that. It's a couple of gigabytes, but now it would have all of the CPK files that I've missed apparently. Oh, I think it's this one. It's the new event. Yeah, I haven't gone ahead and done this yet. Uh, but yeah, this is the showcase. Again, this tool will be available in my Discord for contributors of this project. Hopefully, it would help them and help all of us, to be honest, uh, get as much translation done as possible. Thankfully, season 5 is done. So, not that, season 5. Yeah, all of season 5 is complete, all 7 chapters. So we don't have to go back and like change things like Gemitos. I think I called him Earth Gemitos in my first video. Then we changed it to Gemitos of the Highlands because we've got titles of the other Chaos Generals. So we won't have to do a lot of backtracking and like make new videos and stuff. So that's a plus. And also another plus is a season 4. So we know that Global ended before season 4 completed and it's all on video. So right now we could just copy paste the text over here and we would have it available in game. But that is a huge undertaking. We do have the video formats of all the first 4 seasons. And thanks to the Grandchild Archive or archivers that did tremendous work with that. So don't want to make any promise, especially not on behalf of them. But we will try, or at least I will try, to get the new offline version of FFBE. I think it's called the Memorial version. Get that version translated, or doing the best that I can uh, to get, first of all, these events. Oops. I do want to work on getting Revenge of the Lost Nation, the Ultimate Summon, and the new collaboration event translated before EOS and have those uploaded on YouTube. And then I'll start with season 5. I did finish the next chapter of season 5, but my old computer just decided to give up on life. So I've kind of lost that and was demotivated to keep on going. But yeah, with this new tool, it's gonna be so much easier. And I've been rambling for the past few minutes, so I'm gonna end it here. Uh, Again, if you would like to help with the effort, please reach out to me on Discord. My handle is Daddy Reagan, no spaces. Feel free to shoot me a message. I'll add you to the Discord and give you access to this tool. And everyone else, if you see a little like window that pop up, like this little black screen, don't freak out. It's actually the extraction that's being done here. So recreate CPK. I kind of had to, so these are the commands that I'm running. It's just to extract the CPK, and yeah, I did use AI because it did not work the way I wanted to a lot. Uh, but basically, everything's working right now. Um, I will add a light and dark mode. I already have that set up, but I've kind of made it. I have to rebuild the project. Oh, but yeah, I did add light and dark mode because dark mode for me personally is better on my eyes. There's a little list view over here, so you can just, instead of seeing the pictures, it's just a list. But I do like this. You can get a nice appreciation on all of the art. And if I scroll down a little bit, another interesting thing is that over here we have a bunch of areas. These files are encrypted, unfortunately. But we do have the battle backgrounds. I think these are also encrypted. Not all of them. Over here, we do have some of the nice battle backgrounds made in the game. So if you download all of the assets, you will have these items preserved on your own computer. And we also have the unit sprites. These are some battle effects. These are the espers. USM are like the CGI movies, so we don't want any of these. Uh, these are some of the UI elements. Again, a lot of these are encrypted. These are some of the gacha banners. Again, some of them are encrypted. I do hope that that won't be the case with the offline version. But here we go, units. So over here, we have the CSV files, and it's a pretty big one. But this is where we have all of the unit data. So a couple of years ago, I've edited the global version to add some Sino Alice characters. Uh, and this is how I did it. I've just edited these files, but they weren't really encrypted on global. Uh, I won't be sharing any decryption keys. I do have some of them, but again, for legally, I am unable to do all of that. There was one other thing I wanted to show off before we wrap things up, right here. So in the event text, this is a big text, but over here we have a lot of unknowns. But somewhere here, like, I'm not sure which one specifically, but I did add the ability. Oh, right there. Oops. Yeah, this file is kind of big. I think that's like the entirety of the first part in one file. Uh, but the program does automatically translate the IDs of uh, the characters. So Rain, Last Wolfina. Let me just go here. We have Nicole, Jake, Lid, Sakura. I think that's it. The main cast of season one, uh, their names are not really here in the event teller. So this file basically says, hey, uh, if you find these IDs, use this name because I have it in my file. And the ones over here start at like 3,000. So there are not really any names here. They're using these values. So this value is Rain, this is Lastwell, uh, O2 is Fina, and you also have to edit these files. So I'll just go ahead and show you. So if I were to just save this, and if I went back to the event teller, it added Rain, an unknown character, and Lastwell. Excuse me, because I think I missed some. Oh, excuse me. Uh, but yeah, so also you don't have to worry about basically touching this file as long as you edit uh, them here. I'll have to add the unknowns as well. But if you add them right here, then, or modify them right here, then it also modifies the other file. So this is mainly where all of your work will happen. Just click translate, save, rebuild. Make sure that you click this and then load it back in the game and you can start testing. Okay, that's it. Video went on much longer. I need to stop doing these impromptu videos and actually have a script. But thank you so much for your time, and thank you also for your patience. We're all doing our best when it comes to translating this. And yeah, although FFBE is ending in about a month, uh, we will at least still have something to remember this awesome game. Like we have not been a slave to the gacha for 9 years just for to have it all go to waste. So thank you everyone, and yeah, hope to hear from you. Hoping to post an update pretty soon. Good night.